What up, guys, girls around the world? Welcome back to your favorite place to be. But we're going to be covering, an overall broad market overview into the Easter weekend. We're going to be touching on some of the stuff that Bitcoin SV is going to be implementing in the next 3 days. We'll have a couple laughs. We'll do a couple things, and past that, we'll just overall show support around the general crypto and the general crypto space, as well as give a little bit of light to maybe some stuff to expect with Bitcoin SV. The price is up a little bit today, which is great. That's one avenue that we kind of explore towards these upgradable things, is that we are, moving towards maybe a higher price. Obviously, nothing's guaranteed, but for the most part, we like to assume that the prices do kind of follow some of the stuff, so we might see a little bit of an uptick in the markets, and kind of just overview and preview some of the things that could be coming. A lot of people guys with BSV, it's not their thing. I get it. For a lot of people, it is their thing, right? It's the crypto world. We're able to support any projects that we want. We can support an NFT tile, literally tied to a physical piece of art. We could do a digital art support towards something. We can support a meme token called Fart Coin. I mean, there's a lot of different things that we can do. But here on the channel, guys, here on this channel, what we like to lock in and highlight there in the top of the screen are some coins that I personally love. Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in. And basically also kind of highlight some of the nuance things in crypto. We don't want just things to be black and white here for you. We know that in the crypto world, if you want to succeed and you want to have maximized profits, you have to lock in, as they say. And that's obviously what we do here every single day. We deliver you things that aren't the normal, and we hope and appreciate the feedback. And our goal is always to, you gotta be like everybody else, but we're not anybody else. So that's kind of the first thing we got to recognize, is that I'm not just somebody else. That's them. What we're doing here on the channel is, not only a little different, it's way different. There's not really anybody talking about Bitcoin SV. It's fallen off the radar for most people, and for good reason. Obviously, the price has not been the best over the course of the time here. Obviously, we're looking at it here on the screen, and the price is really kind of what drives these crypto markets. But really what it is it also is worth noting that the price is not really that bad if you look at everything in totality, right? You have price over here that was really good, a lot of price action, and then you have the second half of the story that wasn't really good. And a lot of times we can have these things rocket ship right up here. I mean, look at Zcash, for God's sake. It was pretty much the same graph here, and then all of a sudden we exploded to the upside, which could very well happen. There's a lot of short positions on Bitcoin SV specifically, as well as I think it was Kraken and one of the others, Upbit maybe, or OKEX, I can't remember, have suspended Bitcoin SV deposits and withdraws as this hard fork is happening, or upgrade per se. I mean, would this constitute a hard fork? I kind of feel like it would. They're making the nodes basically. They're going to be making the nodes switch to this. I think this would be, drop it in the comments, guys. Is there any? Do we have Craig Wright here? Do we have any Roger Veer or any of the people in this stuff that could explain a little bit better than myself, yeah? And let us know, is this technically a hard fork? I mean, it seems like from a technological perspective, this is considered more of a hard fork rather than just a simple upgrade. I mean, this is probably one of the biggest upgrades, if not the biggest, expected to happen at block number 943,816. April 7th, which is 3 days away, where they're going to be updating all node software to version 1.2.0. It's a mandatory hard fork for miners and node operators, which means if you want to keep mining that old chain, I don't think it's going to happen, guys. I don't think anybody's going to. There's only a couple mining rigs out there that are a couple mining companies out there that are really propelling Bitcoin SV to the top. And really, this is not an upgrade or a hard fork that is adding new components or adding complex features. It's really about removing the artificial restrictions that were imposed to Bitcoin protocol back in 2010, right? And right, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Cash have both gone to remove some of these ideology or remove some of these ideological restrictions that Bitcoin Core has placed on their mega coin to kind of restrict this thing from evolving into a decentralized computer network of users. So that's kind of where we're at here. After the Genesis upgrade in 2020, Bitcoin the Genesis upgrade to return Bitcoin to its original design, and this is kind of the final capitulation point of that. I think. I mean, am I hitting this on the coffin here? There's a couple things that are going to be happening with the opcodes. It's going to be making programmability much easier. Clean stack policy, the data stack is no longer required within of a single element. This allows for more complex and creative scripts within the protocol, which is fantastic. I mean, really, guys, the people over at Bitcoin, they have the hash power, they have the market cap, but they also have people like Michael Saylor, Jack Mallers, Jack Dorsey. They have all these people that, like, at least from my perspective, I'm not sitting there like like cheering the whole Bitcoin thing on anymore. Obviously, Bitcoin was what got me into crypto in the beginning. It's not the thing that kept me in crypto to this day, right? And nobody, I own Bitcoin, guys. I own a small holding in Bitcoin. So I don't want you guys to think that, like, oh, I'm like this anti-Bitcoin person on the internet. Far from that. And we're just trying to get people to understand that, on this channel, with our community, we're more fixated on bringing the truth really to the internet rather than to shadow the truth with these weird, ideas of what Bitcoin is like digital gold or the backbone of the crypto economy. Like, people on the internet talk about that stuff all the time. You can go on the internet and find a ton of people supporting BTC Bitcoin. We see it all the time, all the time, and we support it too. We don't have any type of ill intentions to Bitcoin. We don't want to, like, see it fail or, like, see it go to zero or anything like that. But we do want people to understand that, here on this channel, on our community here on Cryptocurrency Theory, we want people to have a more than just a surface layer black and white thing of, like, hearing the word Bitcoin and hashtagging the word Bitcoin on their social medias and following the cult into inevitably buying at the top and selling at the bottom, which we see pretty much all the time here in this space. So the middleman is disappearing on Bitcoin SV. All right, for the sakes of programmers. We're doing a lot of stuff here on the internet here, and I guess let's take this. I don't want to read this script here that I had like a little script here where I wanted to talk about high frequency micropayments and efficient smart contracts and all these things. But really, let's just let me talk to you guys, right? So really, the Bitcoin SV protocol is going to be allowing for the script to really take the center stage here. And there's this huge tie-in for this new AI agent thing, which is kind of the only narrative on the internet really pushing a lot of the stock market, a lot of the crypto market, is this AI agents thing. And it's kind of bizarre, guys, that we're living in a sci-fi movie now at this point, because a lot of people, they're not really wrapping their head around what this AI agent thing is. It's not like these, it's not like, oh, these computers are, like, generating consciousness and they're, like, having their own allocated portfolios, and these AI agents are doing business with one another. Really, what it is it comes down to, like, programmability, and these AI agents being able to carry out certain task vectors in terms of trading. Like, to give you an example, like, like if I want to program an AI agent to simultaneously fulfill X, Y, X function X to the 1, X to the 2, X to the 3, and I want them to mathematically carry out these functions under certain conditions being met, carry out another function, and then build on top of these modules or these mathematical lines of code to carry out transactions to, like, to execute on this level where it can simultaneously pivot into better moves. And like to sum it up, basically, like if I have like an AI agent that I want to participate in like arbitrage, like say there's like a Bitcoin SV is over here on this exchange, and then Bitcoin SV is over here on this exchange. I can really program that AI agent to simultaneously participate in arbitrage, taking part in the discrepancies in the price. And then obviously where Bitcoin SV kind of ties into the most with that, and I think Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV and maybe Zcash and Dash have the most advantage in this, is because it can take part in that arbitrage. And then obviously with a settlement layer, it will find it needs to have a very low transaction cost micro payment system for these transactions to actually, for these AI agents to like pay each other, right? Like if I have an AI agent and it wants to create like this this digital thing, this digital marketing campaign for a company, right? And it has this allocated budget, and it has to like, maybe that AI agent doesn't specifically make that digital marketing campaign, so it interacts with another AI agent to pay a fee to deliver a final project to this company, which then the company sells this completed, fully composed digital marketing campaign, or uses it for their own company to generate profits. That AI agent is obviously paying another AI agent in real time, right, to carry out the task, right? It's not like these. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but really, it's really just the AI models that we're already learning, that we're already using with these Chat GPTs and Grok and Gemini and all these things that we're already using. It allows these AI agents to basically interact with one another to fulfill certain tasks. So like in the case of what we were just talking about with arbitrage, we want a settlement layer that is basically that is settling these microtransactions, because a lot of times with data storage, with some of these micro payment oriented tasks, you have to have a settlement layer that allows these tasks to complete on chain, and it has to have a micro level of settling, right? That's kind of what AI agents are essentially looking for. Is they are looking for a way to take part in arbitrage, but execute it on a settlement layer that is applicable for cost effective to whoever is the end user human, right? That's what we're looking here with these, with like Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV, Dash and Zcash. And then you take it a step further, like right, like what if like you have an AI agent that is participating in arbitrage. Maybe per se, there's like a meme token or something getting launched on, a Solana blockchain or something like that. That is like, hitting the news. Like you're seeing like this meme token being launched on like Kraken or Crypto.com or any of these. So you have an AI agent that wants to take part in the liquidity, but you don't want somebody else to program an AI agent to do the same task that like front loads their trade ahead of yours, and then kind of creates this thing where like you can't actually participate in the arbitrage anymore, right? So what you could do typically, or how I'm understanding this and breaking it down, is like I could use a coin like Zcash, or I could use a privacy pool or a privacy Zcash shielded, or I could use Dash shielded pools to potentially get my trade in front of somebody who's trying to front load the trade using the same AI agent. And then I could use those privacy that privacy pool to push and use a smart contract to simultaneously use privacy and a smart contract to get my trade a little bit more aggressively ahead of somebody who's trying to frontline the trade, right? And that's exactly what these AI agents are doing in the crypto world. It's not like, people they get this stuff really confused with like the terminology, just like the word cryptocurrency. We know half these cryptocurrencies aren't really cryptocurrencies. They're just token contracts, right? And they get them confused they hear currency and they think, oh, these things are spendable. 99% of them aren't. I mean, you can send them, but they're not really efficient for spending, right? It's the same thing with these AI agents. You can use these settlement layers like Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV to provide AI agents with a micro transaction, a micro payment where they can pay each other simultaneously for tasks, whether it's, like I said, we just compared it to the somebody using an AI agent or an AI to create a digital marketing campaign, and then these AI agents, you allocate a certain budget for the AI agent to complete the task. It interacts with other AI agents, maybe because it's not compatible with being able to fully fulfill that task, but it can obviously micro payment or send a payment to another AI agent. They can send you the fully composed task in completion. The company or the person that is wanting to do this can therefore sell an end product or use their end product for their own marketing or whatnot, whatever the digital marketing campaign is, whether it's graphic design or any of these things. And then obviously where Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Cash really take part in that is they're able to use those microtransactions, because if you're doing it with a Visa card, you're looking at 30 cents, right? Nobody's going to use that. Nobody's going to use the Visa Swift network for these type of things. And there's also like another thing that people are building out, and you can look at it more on like Trust Wallet and Stripe. Jack Mallers' company is obviously taking a front line and center to this. I forget what it is, the HTTP 402 or something like that. There's this new, and this is kind of setting the stage for all this, right? Where these AI agents are going to be able to fully fulfill transactions and interact with one another. And then like where Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Cash really capture that main audience is their ability to settle microtransactions, whether it's, like we just said, doing tasks to communicate with one another, and or settling arbitrage in a fashion where a settlement layer creates a efficient way to settle those arbitrage payments. Mr. Guilty Fool, what is going on? So no. And really, guys, what's really funny about this whole crypto community right now is where we're at is think about whether or not these AI agents are going to send crypto up, right? And that's kind of what people are thinking. People are like, oh, well, this AI agent thing is going to make crypto really take off. But if you really look at the AI agent driven tokens, they haven't been performing good at all. Because there's no really back-end technicals to really back up what they're saying. They're more riding on this hope and dream of a narrative, but really the technical aspects of how Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, and Zcash are really set up, it really caters to this. And even the Neo community has really kind of frontline and center this too. We've seen a little pickup in price there, but really, what I really think is I'm really thinking of more of a complete repricing of this kind of like rocket fuel that you would consider AI agent friendly cryptocurrencies. It's not really like these AI token contracts that are really doing like this. Like what if I build out an AI agent that is participating in a short squeeze on Bitcoin SV, and I use like a protocol like Aave, right, to basically leverage this particular strategy that I'm building out using an AI agent, and then also simultaneously taking part in the arbitrage between maybe it hitting a certain level and then me simultaneously riding it down to the bottom. So there's a lot of programmability that's coming into this, and like I said, Trust Wallet is at the top of the list where you can start programming this kind of stuff. There are other stuff that takes a little bit more coding, far more than we're located here on the channel. But it is exciting. It is exciting to know that we are in these coins that are potentially geared toward this AI agent narrative. And let's take a look at some of those coins. I mean, the best thing about it is, don't take my word for it. We're seeing a little bit of an uptick with Bitcoin SV in the last 24 hours. It's up 8%. It's actually up for the week almost 20%. And this is kind of coming into a pretty important point. We're up for the month here. We're down for the year 46%. But we noticed that even on the overall chart, we're down 81%. I mean, we're down quite a bit. But we also know that, guys, when we participate in these, obviously a $325 million market cap. That you know, this is kind of the volatility that we sign up for, right? This is not something that we're necessarily. I think it was Upbit and Kraken that disabled their. I think BitHum was one as well, where they yeah, look at all that volume over at Upbit, quite a bit over there, 58%. But this is something that we signed up for, kind of going into this, obviously, when the world is telling you don't buy, and we kind of are not being hard-headed. We're kind of just trying to position ourselves in growth. We obviously, you know, we take on some of the risk reward factor, simply because if we don't, you know, what the fuck are we doing? Are we just like, we're participating in something that's going to be boring as fuck? Like, I'm not looking for something that is like, you know, just you know, going to give me 10, 20%. Like, we're not there yet, guys. We don't have multi-million dollar portfolios here on the channel, at least some people. Obviously, there's some people that are watching us that maybe have these type portfolios where 10 or 15% compound interest over 10 years would be fantastic, because they have the liquid. They got to be careful to make sure they can even get out of their trades. But here on the channel, we're really going for that $1 million portfolio. So we're trying to set ourselves up into narrative plays, but also, you know, it takes time to build out these positions. It's taken me quite a few years to really build out, you know, my Zcash position, my Bitcoin SV position. You know, I'm still trying to rebuild out my Bitcoin Cash position. So it's like, you know, the work and involvement and the time that we put into this stuff. It's not like I just came on and decided, hey, I'm going to be a crypto YouTuber. I'm going to be a crypto investor. You know, I got millions of dollars just to start buying coins 1 or 2 times, and I'm gonna send my portfolio 20x. It takes quite a bit of time. It takes quite a bit of effort to build out these positions, and we're not here for the you know, we're here for the short-term volatility, but that's only so we can build out the positions that are positioned for the long-term growth. And we do have a long-term perspective on what we think will happen in the crypto world. So there is that. And you guys drop it in the comments. You know, are you guys here for Bitcoin SV? I did some coin reviews the other day, and you know, once we get down to the top 100, I feel like it's only really subscribers that are really looking at these videos, but it does give us kind of like a better edge than I think 90% of the crypto world, simply because you know, nobody is covering this stuff. There hasn't been anybody on the internet that I've seen that's really been covering these coins, and you know, and that's okay, right? You know, we got the crypto channel, and then we got our own portfolios that we're trying to obviously push in the right direction. And I don't care what certain YouTubers are talking about, because, you know, are they positioning themselves for multi 100x? Are they positioning themselves for 1,000, 12, 2,000% gains? I don't think they are. I think they're trying to ride this Bitcoin narrative and Ethereum narrative to potentially just get you to click on their videos. And, you know, I don't know how much they're making. I could guess that it's probably about 150 a day according to Social Blade. But you know, we're trying to really not get you to just click on the videos. We're trying to get you guys to understand some of the tokenomics and the price dynamics that propel certain coins to those multi 100x levels, while still providing a generous amount of liquidity in these certain instances, in these certain what is the word I'm looking for? These certain states, right? Because really, crypto markets in general, they can really completely change, you know, where we're at right this second and where we could potentially be in 1 month or 2 months is a completely different. It's a completely different state. You know, it's like we're in this state right this second, but in this 2-month window or this 1-month window, we can be in a potentially completely different state. And that state over here in a month from now, or 2 months from now, or a year, or 10 years from now, that state appears much different to somebody that is looking at this stuff and then wanting to rush in to provide liquidity for us to decide what we want to do. And then that's exactly how the whole idea of Bitcoin is built. It's not built for you know, it's not built for the people that are looking at the states over here to be profitable. It's for those people to examine the profits that were in the state prior. So it's very interesting, guys. I think this stuff is, I've been in this stuff for almost a decade, and it's the most money I've ever had, in terms of dollar amounts. So I don't have to convince myself. I like to convince potentially people out there that are kind of seeing this stuff the way we're seeing it, simply because, you know, this type space is going to be the space that gives people with modest portfolios massive wealth generation, and even people that have a lot bigger portfolios than myself, they can establish entire order books on coins like Bitcoin SV. I mean, they're the profit taking on some of these things, and the ability to perform arbitrage is definitely there, especially when you go down to coins that have finite supplies. They have mining. We saw this with Caspa. We saw this with coins that came into specific states of the market, right? Slow states of the market, build out these massive profiting order books attached to infrastructure like mining simultaneously. And we've actually seen that in enough states of the market, slower states, bear market states, and we've kind of built on that premise, because if we don't, we're basically, we're just throwing our hard-earned work and money into liquidity that might move kind of slow, right? We don't want to become a whale's position to unload, right? And a lot of the coins that we talk about here on the channel have kind of preserved that capital and allowed us to build out profitable positions, very healthy, strong positions in a variety of coins. And yes, of course, I could throw 3 up there that are great. I could throw 3 up there that aren't great. And we're talking about some of them today, but that does not mean today is going to look like a year from now or next month. I mean, guys, I really don't think you understand, if you guys are watching, that within a month's time, and that doesn't mean next month. That means a month, a certain month, the state of the market could look completely different. It doesn't matter what people say about Bitcoin SV. Nobody cares. And the less they care, the better it allows us to buy out positions in some of these finite mineable cryptocurrencies that allow us to build out a position for potentially, like I said, multi-100% gains. All right. And we delivered that to you last year when the entire Bitcoin market was crying about how they were losing money, and then only finding a little bit of satisfaction when it peaked back, I think 120K Bitcoin in October, right? None of those people were even fucking up. They were up like 30% or 20%. Meanwhile, people holding Bitcoin SV, people holding Zcash, were up 1,600%. So the state of the market shifts a lot of times, and especially in these low cap market cap coins, especially with Bitcoin SV, like how much does it take to move the needle 200%? It only takes another 650 million to move Bitcoin SV 200% from $16.24. We've been at $1 billion on Bitcoin SV multiple times. I've seen this low before. I've seen less. I've seen $14 Bitcoin SV all the way up to almost $100, right? We saw it. And with this mathematics behind some of this stuff, guys, it's anybody's ball game. If people understand the fundamental elements of the mathematics behind it, they can translate that math to profitability, and they can even go online and find out where the profits are, right? And that's exactly what we've done. We were telling you guys to buy Zcash in 2024 while we were profiting on Bitcoin Cash Grayscale. While we were profiting on Bitcoin Cash, we were simultaneously here on the channel begging the internet to look into Zcash at $22, right? And there was not one fucking person on the internet, nobody, literally nobody, telling you guys that. And we don't need to, we don't seek any kind of gratification. I don't want you to guys come on here and be like, yeah, man, we're really, we want to cheer you along to help us. We just want you guys to understand that the mathematics behind this stuff, it cannot be manipulated. You cannot manipulate the mathematics on a mineable finite supply crypto. And sure, you can try to 51% attack it. We've had these vectors try to attack Monero and claim that, oh, we control the Monero chain, and oh, we did this with Ethereum Classic back in 2019 and 2020. And what happened? Well, they went to all-time fucking high is what happened. You know, what happened with Ethereum Classic. It went to an all-time high, and, you know, we went up 18x from fucking December into January of 2021. Best performing coin in the portfolio. Now, what do you have on with Ethereum Classic? So funny. Since the Ethereum merge, you have the largest, that's what people don't understand. Ethereum Classic is now literally by definition the most highest market cap for a proof of stake, or sorry, proof of work blockchain for smart contracts. You guys realize that Ethereum Classic now is literally by definition the biggest market cap for proof of work smart contract cryptocurrency, right? It's the biggest now. It's literally the biggest now. And also, I don't know what the figures are. I would say it's probably 5 to 6x how much more hash power Ethereum Classic has now comparative to ETH, fork of Ethereum. And, you know, that's something to be said, guys, because some of these narratives change. Like a couple years ago, like Ethereum was the highest market cap proof of work blockchain. It's not anymore. Now it's Ethereum Classic, and people aren't even fucking talking about it. People aren't talking about it. We have an upgrade coming for the end of year for a DAO treasury to be set up on Ethereum Classic, which I think is going to drive the price higher. It's going to give people, you know, the ability to continue developing things out in times of bear markets. So there's that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening, guys. We got Bitcoin Cash doing an upgrade. It's going to be doing smart contracts using Cash VM on chain. So there's no singular computer language you got to use to build out a smart contract. It's going to be multi-computer language smart contract compatibility on Bitcoin Cash. I mean, how fucking cool is that? Right? They're introducing loop function. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So you guys get my drift. I mean, we're not going to sit here and keep talking about it. We'll just let the prices roll out for themselves. We'll continue to see people not talk about this stuff. We will continue to see these massive runs up in price that just completely crush the internet's beliefs. And that'll be what happened, I think. I mean, that's kind of what has been happening. So if you guys got any comments or concerns, I don't know if I'm going to continue. You know, I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place here. The coin reviews are not going as, I guess you guys aren't liking the coin reviews really, or I mean, there's just such a little audience out there for them that I don't know if it's even worth continuing. So should I continue the coin reviews? I don't know. You guys tell me. You know, they do take time. They do take effort. They do take, you know, time to build out. And I don't know if the coin reviews in 2026, I don't know if there's enough people looking at this stuff, right? You know, should we focus more of our time towards promotional educational content based on some of the other things, you know, based on some of the coins that people are interested in, like the top, instead of like BitTorrent, you know, like there's nobody really talking about some of these coins. And I don't know if there's really, you know, I kind of rethought about it. I was hoping there was going to be more of an audience that was wanting to watch this stuff and see kind of the general trend we start to see with a variety of these cryptocurrencies. And that just confirms that that trend is that they're pretty much all junk. But I just don't know, guys. I mean, I don't know if there's even if it's even worth my time to do a top 100 coin review on something nobody's even interested in, right? And I think once you get past the coins we're talking about here on the channel, I don't really think there are people interested in them, guys. And we're talking about top 100 coins that are only confirming to us that the market in the crypto market and really the macro economic market, their people are just fucking confused, man. They're not going to come back down to reality in the crypto markets because they're just so fucking confused. And I don't know if I can spend my time. I don't think it's worth my time to try to convince people on the internet to watch a coin review video about a top 100 coin, which you would think there would be some audience out there, which there's not. There's no fucking audience. There's literally, guys, the videos I've been making, those last 4 coin reviews, we did all the controversy for every coin. We did the token supply. We did the price history. and there's like 20 people on the entire internet. I think there's probably a much larger community out there that is interested in some of the coins that we're talking about and that we actually hold. I don't know if it's worth our time. I mean, you guys tell me, is it worth our time as a community to try to fucking, talk about a top 100 coin that has nothing but negative fucking energy attached to it, right? And that's how like all these coins are, right? BitTorrent, Gnosis. I mean, these coins, they're on the top 100. There's nobody talking about them. There's nobody searching for them. I don't know that there's really a point, right? I mean, maybe I should do a top 25 or like pick. I think maybe what I'll do, probably, if you guys think this is a good idea, is maybe we cover the top 25 coins that have real communities out there that are looking for some type of content creator to highlight some of the attributes and maybe cover some of the controversy around them, right? Like XRP, like Ethereum Classic, like Zcash, like Monero. But I think most of these coins, I think we're in the exact position we were at in 2019 and 2020. I don't think the world is I don't think anybody fucking cares about cryptocurrency at the moment. I mean, really, when you look at market makers, they've been riding crude oil from the last month. They're up 60, 70%. They were already up 60, 70% on silver and gold the month before. So I don't think they're really looking at the top 100 coins. I think they're looking at maybe a few select coins, and that might be it, right? I don't think, I just don't see it, guys. I mean, I've seen the actual, we've seen this actual, the actual views and the communities really dwindle, right? Bitcoin SV at $16.29, up 19% for the week. Got some coin named Siren up 284%. And don't even waste your time looking into this, guys. VeChain and Algorand was up like what, 30%, I think, this week. So we are getting movement. I mean, we are getting people coming into the chat. We are getting BSV supporters. We got Travis in the house. We got Eddie. We got people in the chat, and we got a lot of feedback on the Bitcoin SV videos, which is great for me because, for one, I'm in the community, right? So it's easier for me to talk about a community that I'm actually passionate about and I'm actually in. Similar with Bitcoin Cash, Zcash, Ethereum Classic, Dash, Litecoin, Cardano. I mean, we like to talk about coins that we're actually in. It gives us a lot better conviction, right? It's like when I'm at work, man, and I'm talking to, hey, if I'm passionate about this, it's much easier for me to talk about something that I'm actually interested in. I'm not really interested in fucking Gnosis coin, not being able to figure out what the fuck they're doing over there, and I don't know that there's really, I guess we're kind of running in circles here, but I mean, what do you guys think? Can you guys drop it in the comments for me and let me know? Should we scrap the top 100 coin reviews and maybe focus our time on maybe some of the macro market, like gold, silver, oil, real estate, top 25 coins? I mean, is that really kind of a little bit more than trying to just like waste our time talking about potential coins that nobody's interested in, right? And of course, there's 20, maybe 25 people interested in the entire world, but it just shows kind of that I think the crypto markets in general are just people are not, our biggest bag, or our biggest I don't want to call it customers, but our biggest liquidity providers, I don't think they even have any fucking money to buy. I don't even know if they have any money to really even buy. I mean, do they? I mean, do retail traders have any fucking money to buy crypto right now? I'm saying the F word a lot because it's true. I don't think that retail has any money to buy. If I have any money to buy, if I don't have a lot of money to buy, it makes me wonder if retail has any money to buy, right? I mean, are you guys buying cryptocurrencies right now? Or are you guys just like setting a small budget like myself and buying every week, right? I mean, that's what I've been doing. I've been increasing my Neo position. I'm now finally up on my Neo position because I've grown it 6x. I've grown the position 6x. I've been buying a little bit of Bitcoin SV2 over the last 3 months, kind of sporadically. Trying to increase my Bitcoin Cash position has been very hard because the price has been, higher than what we sold a lot of coins at, which just, sucks. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend it doesn't, right? But, and then we have simultaneously a position that we were, buying at the very bottom that has carried the entire portfolio up over 400% just on Zcash. So it's a really interesting dynamic here on the channel, kind of where we've ended up. And I'm happy to be here, guys. I'm happy to be the voice of the community. But I don't know. I feel like the coin reviews, I felt like, we did them. We crafted 4 coin reviews on the bottom 96 to 100. And I'm not seeing it, guys. I think the crypto community is so small right now in a handful of coins. It just maybe makes more sense to kind of cater to those communities since we're actually in them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You guys haven't really said much on it, but I think that's kind of the route I want to take. I don't think I want to cover a top 100 coins. I mean, I could do videos on coins that I'm actually passionate about, like, Bitcoin SV and the upgrade, or like Ethereum Classic and the coming end of year upgrade, or the Bitcoin Cash upgrade, or things like that, that are a little bit more interesting than me reading a bunch of controversy of a coin that just couldn't fucking get their shit together, right? So I think that's maybe kind of where we'll kind of maybe move the channel, if you guys are okay with that. I think that oh wow, yeah. I mean, there's people in this community on this channel that follow Bitcoin SV, that follow Bitcoin Cash, that follow Dash, and that's why these videos are such better for me to make, right? Is because I have what I consider a whale position in all of these coins, and the reason I have a whale position, guys, is we were talking about it with AI agents towards the beginning of the chat. We want to be in coins that go through a complete repricing. We actually don't think here on the channel now, with the narratives, how they're moving, we don't think that there's going to be like this increase in price. We think that massive increase in price is going to be generated by a complete repricing of utility within the crypto ecosystem. And Charles Hoskinson was talking about this on his channel the other night, or the other day, all right? And I'm always in Charles Hoskinson's channel because we want to be in crypto, we want to be around the right people. I don't want to go hang out with some fucking airhead talking about, talking about something so they'll click on their video and get a fucking penny from ad revenue. I don't want to be in that. I'd rather be with people that are in the crypto community, trying to push for, have conviction in what they're pushing for, and then also, be part of something that is actually going to implement change around the world, while all these bureaucrats fucking melt our buying power into fucking nothing. You know what I mean? So Andy's put Tumen in here. I don't think we need any other chain. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that the general public have a second chance to buy at 15 bucks. They don't even know what Bitcoin SV is, Andy. I mean, that's the crazy world we live in. They don't even know what Bitcoin SV is. They type it in, they see the word scam, and they go running. They don't look into what it is that Bitcoin SV actually really is. They do the same thing with Bitcoin Cash too. You have that guy over there on Bitcoin University. He's badmouthed all these Bitcoin forks, and now he's arguing. He's arguing on his channel the exact opposite of what he was arguing just 2.5 years ago. So you have total contradiction. People in the Bitcoin community, half of them are down 40%, right? I mean, you can look at it for the stats yourself. Half the wallet addresses are down. And they don't know what the fuck they're even doing. A lot of the retail people are gone. They don't even have money to keep their position open anymore. They've liquidated their position over the last 2 years. It's been eroded by inflation. It's taken away their Bitcoin position. I know because I follow certain people that I went to high school that hashtag Bitcoin on their social medias, and it's always a circular thing. It's like Bitcoin hits this price, they all go Bitcoin, Ethereum. They're not even hashtagging this shit anymore because they're not even in these positions. That's what's so funny, and that's what we saw. We kind of saw an unwinding of crypto YouTubers as well. We've seen these crypto YouTubers that were once, even in my eyes, fooling me, and they're not even in crypto anymore. They don't. That's what's so funny is these crypto YouTubers are literally not even in cryptocurrency, which now they're sitting there like, what am I even fucking talking about? I'm not even in this stuff. So they know the truth. People a lot of times they pretend like they don't know the truth. They know the truth, and the truth will always set you free, because if people are lying, let me tell you this, if people are lying and they know they're lying, a lie at the end of the day is a lie. And the lie will not win in the long run. It never does. If your entire portfolio, if your entire YouTube channel, your entire life is based on lies, it is just that. You might have moments of success. You might have your portfolio reach certain levels, but at the end of the day, at the end of the hour, at the end of the lowest time, those lies are lies. It's that simple. If you're lying on the internet, if you're lying about your portfolio allocations, if you are lying, a lie is a lie. It applies to anything in life, guys. It's not just crypto. We could go on for hours. A lie is a fucking lie. That simple. The end of discussion. And it never wins. It never wins. Not in a million years. We got Eddie coming in. Yeah, they're not enthusiastic anymore. That's what I mean, Eddie. And he's in Belgium. I mean, we're live all around the world, guys. It's the greatest part about this channel. Is our biggest customers, and I don't want to say crypto people are customers, but they kind of are, right? Isn't the Visa network, aren't people that use Visa credit cards and Visa debit cards, aren't they Visa customers? So it is accurate to say that people in the crypto are customers. I'm a customer of the Bitcoin SV network. I want to hold, I want to support, and I want to buy goods and services with Bitcoin SV. I am a customer of the Bitcoin Cash community. I am a customer of the Zcash community. I mean, it's kind of contradictory, but it's kind of true. We are customers of this computer software. There's no customers. The retail customers are gone. They don't have any money. They're trying to put gas in their car, guys. The inflation erosion that the Fed has talked about has eroded people's crypto portfolios. It hasn't eroded mine, not because I'm above everybody else, is because I implemented certain life strategies so I could preserve my wealth in cryptocurrency. I mean, you guys remember when I was in a garage for 7 months paying $1,000 to live in a fucking garage? I didn't want to live there, but I didn't want to pay $3,000 to continue my lifestyle in Irvine, which I was at for 2 years. That caused me to lose my Bitcoin Cash holdings, right? Not all of them, but I would say like 65%. I might have about 30% there left after rebuilding over the last year and a half. But it's a slow uphill, gain, right, to recoup that. And, really, and then, obviously, having two places to live, having two places being over to live in a cross-border lifestyle, and only having a very, I only spend probably, I think I did the math the other day. It's like 22% I spend on housing now between both places by keeping the address in California, by keeping the address in Mexico, 22%. So all the other money goes towards my living costs, goes towards my goods and services to supply myself with energy to consume and progress through life. And I got about 25 to 30%, give or take, on new portfolio allocations. So what am I doing? I'm increasing my positions in the most highest risk coins, NEO, Bitcoin SV, and I'm trying to recoup Bitcoin Cash positions. And it's been a slow uphill move, right? For the last year. I even cut the house down, and you know, the luxury house we had down in Rosarito. We cut that out because things weren't going on the way we thought. You know, it was still, I was too creeping up into the erosion category, which we didn't want. We didn't want that. You know, I didn't want that. So, you know, that's kind of where we're at here, guys. The retail traders are gone. They're not coming back. They don't have the money to come back. So now we are predicating the future on machine AI agents interacting with each other through arbitrage to perform a efficient settlement layer, which is Bitcoin SV. I mean, that seems to be what we're doing. Yeah, I got to go too, guys. I can't be sitting here all fucking day. I got real estate shit I got to do. I got a lot of stuff I got to do, actually. And we never fail to deliver you guys the time and the effort to come on here, right? On this channel, we'll always be here. Fuck yeah. See you soon, guys. Take care.